I
Hi,
stream.
stream.
All right. So, last we left off, you guys had beaten the Rothburn family. They were the family of Corids, the dwarvish-like race with charcoal-like stone skin and long black hair. Where was my thingy at? Shoot. Oh, now I remember. The Rothburn family put up a fight, but you were able to just kill them. And after doing so, you found out that you found out where they were getting their source of alcohol, the vodka in particular for the Molotovs. Liro Inha is the name, and as he enjoyed the night with his accordion and vodka, you all went to sleep, and with the introduction of a holy relic and William's influence, went on a journey of adventure of what was occurring, of what is believed to be fallen grace. You don't know everything that happened, but you saw glimpses. But regardless, we didn't have our clown friend or our Carl with us. For Carl had a different dream. Flashback to a moment before when you see William talking to you guys being cocky and arrogant. He looks over at Carl and sees Carl and Trickster sleeping cuddling next to each other, and he smiles and thinks, you know what? I'm not gonna fuck with him this one time. That's just too cute.
Goddamn. You calling the trickster cute?
He's like, what? I appreciate a man who likes butter. As he's telepathically telling you this. No. Yeah. But no. Carl, your dream, you have a vivid dream involving of being in the mountains of a country you've never seen before. You've heard about it. It's of the mountainous countries in the southern Illyria, and you see upon these mountains a city and a people who worship the Lama and the sun god and various other faiths. And you see once these massive cities rise as well. Multiple cities rising, peaking throughout the tops of the mountains. It seems like a thriving civilization until you see the giant worm in the sky that almost consumes everything. Until a circle of light penetrates from the sky, what is believed to be the power of the gods, and pushed it away, raining purple and painting purple goo in certain places, and spirits exhaust of the ancestors that felt like snow. In your part of the world, the mountains, the cities in the sky all went on fire. That is when you wake up and you see the holy relic moving and William talking, and everyone disappears. And now is where you guys are at now. It's currently nighttime, and you all just finished talking to William. Eliora wakes up and goes, "Oh, what the happened? What's happened? Huh?"
It was the crazy guys here again. Or not here. Is he still in the cave?
No, he's gone.
He's gone. He's an asshole, but he's gone. I'm going back to sleep. Fuck all of you.
Oh, okay. I see.
It is a shame he is such coward.
At this point, Shoot, I lost my train of thought. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to read and do two things at the same time, but it's like the text I'm reading is very, very small, and you know when it happens, it's kind of like, what are you doing? Okay, there we go. So, Leros kind of like ponders a bit and goes, well, he's not at issue now, so I'm going to go lay back down. Tell you what, I will pay you what they have. Well, it's technically my gold they took from me, but that pile over there, he points to like what appears to be like a little hoard, almost like levels of storage unit, like hoards, you know what I mean? And he goes, over there, if you don't mind me looking for my stuff, I can find my gold, and I will pay you 1, 2, 3. I will pay you 15 gold pieces to escort me back to the gate in Sanadel, so I can get back to the land, to my home on the lakes. And I'll also give you some whiskey, give you some vodka, and I'll give you my Molotov recipe. But I will warn you, though. Yeah. It's gotta be the clearest of alcohol. You have to use a little bit of a secret ingredient. Gasoline.
Two
You know it's true
questions.
when you can run an engine off of it.
2 questions. 1, did the one shot that did and or didn't happen, should we just take a long rest and pretend that didn't happen? Because of William bullshit?
No, it did happen. It did happen. It was just like a side quest thing. William demonstrating his powers that you don't understand yet.
Right. The reason I bring that up is like, should we still have should we not have recovered and still have used spell slots from that encounter, or do we still get the full effects of the long rest?
Oh, you get the full effects of the long rest.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sitting here at 5 HP, not knowing what I should do. Okay.
Long rest.
Long rest.
Long rest.
Second question. So that gasoline, do you use the same alcohol in your Molotovs and your vodka?
I mean, you use gasoline, you use vodka to put in Molotov, but Molotov is not in vodka. You see, he goes ahead and gets up, goes over to the horde, and he starts throwing like clothing off of shit. And he goes, they hid this, but he finally falls over. He finally pulls like a tricycle that leads to the giant hill collapsing. And Carl, it's coming near you. To make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh god, oh god. Wait, I can see it coming, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got an advantage on that then.
Yeah.
Oh, dirty 20.
Oh, you get out of it easy peasy. Doing you can easily do a backflip.
Easily. The glasses still stay on.
Yeah.
Well, I'm fat. I'm still fat, right?
Yeah.
I'm still like little Carl.
Yeah.
It's little Carl just doing a backflip. It's like a rolling ball.
Yeah.
Lilith is just staring at you with his mouth open. I'm never going to understand you, child. Well, why do I bother?
There in front of him, you see what appears to be a large jug that was clearly meant to be supported by another carriage, but there's lacking horses. He seems to be. You see over in the corner, you see a cookout area, and where appears to be the skeletons of 2 additional horses. It appears that Lero had 4 horses, and he came out, and he's gonna walk out with 2. And this giant tube-like container smells like a powerful stench that you've never smelled before. Is anyone from the city?
Well, which city? Just the city in general.
Urban areas. So just the
Yes.
city in general.
Sort of. Kind of.
Okay. In the city of, you guys smelled gasoline before from vehicles, and this is what it smells like. He continues and goes, gasoline, quite rare. Found it. Well, I went on a little journey, and I went to a shipwrecked boat. It was a liner, I believe, a research vessel, trying to circumnavigate all of Earweld. And then things got cold, and then they got stuck, and then I'm pretty sure everyone walked away and starved to death. Then I came along and walked across the ice, and then I found their oil and took it. And as you can see, my gold has literally been being burned away, thanks to them. So yeah, it's a little bit of this, a little bit of this, and then he stops and puts the bottle down, and then starts drinking the other bottle. Man almost straight up drank gasoline. And then he goes ahead and acts as if nothing ever happened and goes anyway. So yeah, you want the recipe?
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent. He will go ahead and write the recipe. Let me go ahead and write it in Embers. And let me go ahead and pull up the Molotov cocktail that we use. Not actual Molotov cocktail. I hope I don't get added to like a list, considering how much I'm Googling this.
Just buy the book.
Yeah, for real. Alright, let's see here. Throne. Okay, each 20 explode. Okay. Okay. So we'll be using this template for the Molotov. And you will need 1 quart 1 quart alcohol, pure alcohol, and 1 quart gasoline.
So, would we be able to modify this
Explain.
at all? So, hypothetically, say one of us has the spell Grease. Grease, in theory, is flammable. And I'm not saying it would still do 1d10 damage like this, but would it cause, 1d4 or 1d6?
Talking about the grease?
Yeah. Or if we find other flammable substances that aren't the actual alcohol, could we still use them as Molotovs, but for a lower damage die? Because we don't know yet how hard it's going to be to actually make and find the alcohol itself.
Yeah, so you want to like substitute like alcohol with, let's say, like any sort of alcohol with grease?
More or less, yeah.
Okay.
The artificer wants to experiment with flammable object.
Yeah.
I'd make fire.
Unsafe.
is this?
I'm trying.
I immediately started going through my inventory, seeing what I could burn.
Let me see here.
Oh.
All right, instead of it, so I'm willing to say, I'm looking based off the Molotov cocktail thing. I'm willing to say, have all the damage be 1d4, no more, and instead of it being a 20 foot square radius, it's 10 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, how's
That
that
makes sense.
sound?
That's fine.
Okay, cool. I'll go ahead and put that in the Embers chat too. For knock off Molotov, use 1 quart grease and 1 quart any alcohol for a 10 feet radius. Damage, area of effect, but can do no more than D4 damage. How's that?
Perfect.
Beautiful.
Fantastic.
All right, so he goes ahead and gives you the recipe, and he goes, "This is my knockoff Molotov too. You use grease, and you use any alcohol you can use. Does a little." It does a little bit, but you know, nothing beats the clear stuff. I'll see you all in the morning, and this is where we're going to do a little bit of a time skip. So, you guys have the morning, have a good morning, eating your breakfast rations and such. And eventually you go off carrying an additional cart, which, mind you, it takes a little bit of a while to do this. It's almost a whole day to get back to the village in the hills, because the horses were split. 1 horse for 1 cabin, one cart, and another horse for an assembled cart for the gasoline, and the rest of the stuff was left in the tunnel. Lero mentions that he'll tell the Koreds and they can get it themselves. You guys get back to the You guys get back to the hills, and you run into the elder, whose name is Rolam. Rolam and the village welcome your presence and throw a party in your honor the following night. As they do, they give you all 5 homemade rations each. They incorporate berries and cheese. Very similar to Dwarvish, if you're familiar with their rations, but you notice a different kind of heaviness to their milk that they treat you to as you are eating. And what they do then is Roland approaches and he goes, "I have a gift to give. Who will be the holder?" And he holds out a rock.
I look around, seeing if anyone else wants to take the rocks, and I was like, "Oh, I'll take a rock."
Good. He goes ahead and throws you the rock. And Carl, do you catch the rock?
Yes.
All right. As you do, you look over at the Roland, and he goes, "Hey kid, catch!" And you see his hair arise into a giant hand, and he's about to slap at you. Do you react?
You said the rock is growing hair, or he grew hair to slap me?
His hair is about to slap you. Do you react?
Oh, of course. I'm gonna try to like block it and then still try to catch the rock.
Okay, you still catch the rocket. You're holding the rock in the first place. But what happens here is you're about to respond, and you're trying to pull out your hand to block him. Your hair comes out, grows to feet unmanageable, and slaps his hair with a giant clap.
Whoa.
So now, what has happened is he... Okay, so what has happened is he has given you a rock that allows you to be able to use animate hair for 3 rounds, and then it has a weak cooldown.
Animate hair.
Yes.
Okay.
So your hair is wild and is constantly twitching when you activate it. As a bonus action, it can help a friendly creature attacking the same target, and it can do this by tugging at clothes and weapons, tangling feet and arms, tickling, and generally making a nuisance of itself. So there's a little bit of a... Actually, you know what? I feel like a week is fine. Just to start off with, the Korite tells you, the more you get in touch with your Korean self, maybe you'll get more of these. And he goes, if you do find another stone,